Hi, I'm Noelene. I'm the founder of Heart Centered Reiki. I just want to talk to you a little bit about some of the services that we have for pets and animals because there are many and they are fabulous. So I want you to know about them. The first one I'm going to talk about is animal communication. So I have done a lot of study and finished my studies last year or in 2023 around animal communication. So I'm able to communicate using telepathy with animals, and it's just the most privileged thing that I've ever had the opportunity to do, and it's a really wonderful, wonderful thing to do. And it's wonderful for the people who ask me to communicate with their animals as well, because there's always a reason. Sometimes they're curious, but even that is a reason that they want to understand their pet better. Or it might be that the pet is very old and frail, and they think that the pet may be getting to the time when they want to transition from life, and they want to know what the pet's thoughts are about that, and how amazing that people want to discuss this with their animal through me, but amazing. I have also communicated with animals who are no longer living, and that is probably one of the things that I love most. One time I spoke with an animal who I usually get visions, I can see images, and the first image that this animal showed me was like a wheel, and I thought it's a pram. I think it's a pram, and then as the image became clearer, I thought no, it's a pusher, and it's got a dog in it, because I was initially thinking it was a baby, and I thought no, it's got a dog in it, and lots of other things what happened in this communication. This animal showed me all these other animals that it's now with, wherever it is today. These other animals are there, and its family knew all of those other animals. I described them and said that was Bluey, that was Scotty, whatever their names were. But the thing that really got to them was when I said, he showed me being pushed around in a pram or a pusher, and it was a mother and daughter who were consulting with me, and they just burst into tears, looked at each other, burst into tears, and I knew that yes, this we had the right animal, we had the right pet, and this was it. And all the other things that I was able to tell them that this animal had shown me. And then when we finished, the last image that the animal showed me was two men dressed in black, and it was a very somber occasion. And the feeling from the animal was a lot of gratitude and a lot of love. And the people whose animal it had been told me that the saddest thing for them was that neither of them could attend the euthanasia. Neither of them could do that. They were just too distressed, too upset. And so the husband and the son-in-law did that instead. And they felt guilty. And this animal had said it was amazing. These men really did the job perfectly, which was just to support the animal in its final moments, and that the right decision had been made, and all that the animal felt was gratitude, whereas they were feeling so guilty, and they could sort of get rid of that guilt. It's incredible. So animal communication sessions. We also do medical intuition around animals, sometimes as part of the animal communication, sometimes as a standalone. And that's really incredible too. Once when I was with a woman and her horse, she was worried about quite a few sort of physical things with the horse, and I did medical intuition. I wrote everything down, and she said, "Do you want me to tell you what I think is wrong?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." So she told me what she had with her years of ownership of the horse, what she had felt was now going on with him in a physical sense, and it was exactly word for word what I'd written down. So such an empowering experience for her. She knew her horse, she knew what was wrong, she felt like she needed to get another opinion, but that other opinion, my opinion, really just was incredible for her because it empowered her to know that she knows when there's something wrong. The other thing that we did with that particular horse, we did a communication as well. And the first thing that he showed me was her, the owner. He was a big horse, a really big horse, and he showed me the owner with her arms kind of around his neck, but they didn't fit around his neck, so as best as she could do. And in the image that he showed me, her feet didn't touch the ground, so he saw her as a very, very, very small person, tiny person, and she was just leaning into his neck and sobbing. And she said, I do. I just hold on to him and sob. I'm going through a terrible time at the moment. I'm doing some work on past issues and it's upsetting. And she was able to see that he was a safe space for her. He was just standing there solid to let her hold on to him and pour out her grief. Incredible, absolutely incredible. And I feel really privileged